Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, depending on what time it is where you are. Today, I'd like to come to you with a scientific discovery that I made this morning. So let's go over to my coffee station so we can talk about it. Okay, so um, you know that we were taught as little kids to brush our teeth after each meal. Well, this morning I made a scientific discovery on the proper times to actually brush our teeth. Now, you don't want to forget to brush your teeth every night and every morning. You don't want to forget that to brush your teeth every night and every morning. And so we're gonna go into the scientific discovery right now. So this morning I got up and I had a drink of water, like it says to do in the scriptures, to get up and have a drink of water. So I got up this morning and I had a drink of water. And I also, had a little tiny meal before I actually get up to cook my big meal. Well, my little tiny meal, which was a fruit, an orange, it got stuck all up in my teeth. Usually oranges always get stuck up in my teeth, and I know that when I eat an orange, I know that I always have to floss right after I eat an orange. Okay, so I went to floss after I ate an orange, and so I got all the orange out of my in between my teeth, because I spent my time in the mirror getting it out and everything. So next thing I know, and I'm not trying to be funny, I'm not trying to be disgusting. We're talking scientific discovery. So if anybody can't take science discoveries on, can't handle what you see or even what you hear, this would be a good time for you to just hang up on this video. So next thing you know, I had to have a bowel movement. But at this time, I had already finished flossing, and I wasn't even in the bathroom at this time. So I went to the bathroom, and I, did the do, literally did the do. Next thing I know, I could feel a whole bunch of fruit right back up in my teeth. And I'm like, wait a minute, I've already flossed. I got all of it out. So this morning I discovered whenever you have a bowel movement, your gums also have a bowel movement. So the best time for you to brush and floss your teeth too is after each bowel movement. I'm sorry to say. After each bowel movement is the best time, along with making sure you brush your teeth in the morning when you wake up, which I did, and at night before you go to sleep. But the reason why I make sure I don't brush my teeth at night, because I noticed that it helps me to not have nightmares, because it's one thing to have weird dreams, but it's another thing to have nightmares. So in order for me to control my nightmares, which I haven't had in a while, because I've been making sure I brush my teeth at night. And I guess if I didn't eat so late, I wouldn't have nightmares either, weirded out dreams and stuff. But I discovered that the same time you have a bowel movement, your gums push out waste the same time your bowels do. Now, again, I'm not trying to be grossed out. You know what I'm saying? This is for folks that can handle maturity and stuff, and that are mature, and that's not going to be judgmental on people's bodies and stuff like that when it's becoming good, not becoming worse. And I didn't bring you to the table to say bad things to you or talk off the wall to you. I brought you to the table because I made a real life scientific discovery. Because I remember back in preschool, you know what I'm saying, that we were all lined up. We will have to all get lined up after eating nutrition, and everything. And then we will all have to go to the bathroom at the same time, boys and the girls. Because in preschool, they didn't have the separate bathrooms when I was growing up. They just had a big giant bathroom with a big giant sink with a whole bunch of handles, and they had a bucket of toothbrushes, and they didn't have our names on the toothbrushes. No, we had to just be like, okay, I think this is the one I used the last time. And so we all shared the same toothbrush because our names wasn't on the toothbrushes, but they made us brush our teeth in preschool every time we finished eating. And so that was the thing. So people really didn't know that the best time to actually brush your teeth, as well as in the morning when you wake up, because that was what I did this morning. When I woke up, I actually brushed my teeth and I flossed. And then next thing I know, I was going about my business this morning, and then I had to use it. I went and used it, and I could feel the oranges reappear in my mouth. And I'm like, wait a minute. I brushed and I flossed real good, and I got all this out. So this is amazing. This is amazing. The same time you have a bowel movement, your gums has a bowel movement too. So the best time to brush your teeth is one of the best times to brush your teeth is after a bowel movement as well and stuff. Okay, so there's something else I would like to share with you too before we go. And usually I don't share because I don't like to be taken for granted. But all the articles and studies that I work on, I only deal with stuff that's like really far out. That's folks considered to be magical, which So okay, so let me go to my little scripture reading and pull it up. Okay. Un día Jacob envió a Jose a que. Okay, so we're going to stop at a que. Okay, so a que, in this, the a que in this sentence referred to possession or possessed. If you think of how the a que sounds similar to agua in English, which is water, and this means God asks us to drink water when we get up in the mornings to prevent from being possessed by demons, because the same folks get up to smoke. I quit smoking cigarettes and love living a smoke-free life for years now. So that's one of the reasons why God asks us to get up and drink water in the morning, because actually it's like it's dealing with possession and the possessed. So in order for us to not be demonic, to lay it out frankly with you, demonic, a good thing, God asks us to get up in the morning and drink water because he wants to be the one that have possession over us and not demons. He don't want demons to have possession over. So ask yourself, this morning, were you demonized? Did you get up to smoke this morning? If you got up this morning and the first thing you thought about and the first thing you did was smoke, yes, this morning you were demon possessed. But if you got up this morning and you had a drink of water, then you gave yourself a fighting chance not to be demon possessed. So in the morning, I like to get up and do what God says. He says to get up in the morning and have a drink of water. That way I'm giving God possession of me and not allowing myself to have demons to have possession over me. So again, see, that's why I don't share. All of my stuff deals in stuff that folks don't want to hear or can't understand. So I really just write it up in the logs that I have, which is many and everything. Okay, so that was today's scientific discovery. Y'all have a great one. Bye-bye.